Hey guys, so I'm just making a super quick video because my G3 ponies have been in storage for quite a while. I'd say about 2 or 3 years maybe at this stage. And I've never really gotten around to unboxing them and getting them set up in my office until now. So here is the G3 herd. Um, what I've done basically, like some of these I've washed and, done the styling on before. Others have yet to be sort of fixed. So what I just spent my time doing is getting them all up here, giving them all this like twirl and twirl with the tail, just so their hair isn't getting completely matted and tangled with everyone else, because they were a mess. And I genuinely mean that they were a mess. um, I also thinned out the herd a bit because I had some ponies in here that were, either sun damaged or they were missing chunks of their hair, which, like with my G1 ponies, I'm very particular. I will not keep a pony if it's missing even one hair plug, even though I can rehair it myself. I just like to have, for my ponies to be kind of all natural, I guess, if that makes sense. All original hair. So yeah, so a bunch of those are going to Christmas shoebox appeal toys for kids. So I have rehaired them with hair that is not original pony hair, but like the kids will never know. It's the same color, it's the same length. They'll never know. Perfectly good toys to play with. But for me personally, like I can't keep them because I know that the hair is rehaired, and yeah, I just love original hair. So yeah, there's me. So I've thinned out the herd in that sense. Yeah, like I'm not really sure what else to say. I still have to decide where I'm putting these. I'm thinking on my I have these extra tall sort of bookshelves that are basically serving as my doll and pony area. So the bottom section doesn't really have many ponies in it. So they'll be kind of under the G1 ponies. Now this one, I think her tail has been cut. It is a bit shorter, but she's one of my absolute favorites. So I've decided to keep her until I find an upgrade of her, because I just really I keep finding versions of this pony. And I love these jewel ponies. There's a few of them in here. Of course, I could have prepared earlier, but no, we've got one here. We have a few. There's actually a few interesting ones. Their names have been coming back to me a little bit as I've been kind of doing them up, but of course, trying to think of them now is impossible almost. I love this girl. Actually, I think the Pegasus molds are some of my favorites. Look at the color scheme. There's this, I think she's definitely one of my favorites. Just color story wise, I think she looks beautiful. Another Pegasus here. I don't know what it is, but some of the Pegasi have very vibrant colors and some glitter in their hair, which, can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. But yeah, there's a nice little herd in here. So every single one of these has been thrifted or gifted, I like to call them. Yeah, I have not bought any G3 ponies online. I'm kind of proud of the fact that these are all either finds by me or finds by someone who wanted to share them with me, you know what I mean? So like someone who might have thrifted them and then traded for something that I might have thrifted. I love this ice skating girl. She's very chill. Yeah, some really bright colors. There's some lovely sort of muted colors. Oh, there's one particular girl, this one. It's another favorite of mine. I just love the color scheme, the 3D cutie mark. I know they weren't really being called cutie marks yet at this point, but it just works. Cutie mark is just the easiest way to describe something, I think. And I do have some doubles. So I don't usually keep doubles, but if they're different enough from each other, then like I'll just show you there now. Let's just see if we can get the two of these into the sunlight. Because side by side they really do look the same. So they are a different shade of yellow, which probably isn't the most obvious thing to see right in this video. This one is a darker yellow. So there are some differences in their cutie marks. Actually, now that I'm looking at it on video, it's really not coming out as clearly as it is to my eyes, but to me they're both quite different. I might change my mind on that, but to me she looks so much lighter. Like it's basically a different pony. So yeah, I do keep ones, or I'll give you another example of ones that I will keep. Oops, excusez-moi. So we have 2 Rainbow Dash here. So this one pose of Rainbow Dash. Kind of the head is up, she's sort of cantering. And here it's the exact same pony, but the pose is completely different. Even the colouring of the body is quite different for her. She has a little bit of paint on her that I still need to take off. Yeah, so yeah. I have a couple of Minties, like Minty. This is my, yeah, this one is my absolute favourite Minty of all time. I remember the day I found her at a thrift market in Holland for 50 cents, right near my house. It was the happiest day. It's great because, like, by thrifting so many of these, you end up with the great memories that go with them. And actually, a lot of these girls do have really nice memories for me. I was really debating actually selling the G3s. But now that whenever I get them out to look at them and say, oh, I'll get them sold, I just can't bring myself to do it. I just can't do it. Oops. There's one of my Christmas themed ones. Yeah, there's so many different themes, color schemes. Technically, these are very similar also. I do have some, again, doubles with different poses. They're different enough for me to call them different. We've got some Sparkle Works. We're Scootaloo. Sparkle Works. So again, these are quite similar, but they're different. There's another one floating around somewhere as well. She has green eyeshadow. But yeah, I must have forgotten to put her up here. Anyway, not to worry. I love a lot of these 3D elements as well. So cute. Of course, you've got the ones that have like the intricate wings. Press the button and she flaps her wings. Yep. I don't really have a favorite pose either. If I had to choose a favorite pose, I think that will be one of them, certainly. Oh, and look, here's a baby. So small. So tiny. I do have a bunch of Breezies as well. I'm not actually sure. I might have a full collection of Breezies, but they're in a different area. But this is one of the Breezies. Basically, yeah, they're like tiny fairy G3 ponies. If you haven't seen the lore, that's kind of the simplest way to describe them. So yeah, some have glitter. Some have extra long hair. I believe you are one of those. This girl is. And you can see it winds around twice on her. Yep. I know it's hard to see with the hair all tied up. But yeah, so before I shelf these girls, I figured I'd show them. Because I probably won't, I don't know if they're ever going to be all together like this again. I'll probably be adding to them. Like 3 of these girls I only got about a month ago at a car boot sale. This Butterscotch was one of them. I think one of the Rainbow Dashes. I can't remember who the third was. Anyway though, so yeah. G3 love. We don't see enough G3 love. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know, because I love my G1s so much. Since, I'm not sure when I made the last pony video actually, but since the last video, I have sold pretty much my whole G4 collection. I've sold most of my G2s. I still have some of the babies and some of the EU variants to go, but we're getting there. So I can concentrate just on G1, primarily G1, and then when I spot them thrifting, G3. So I hope that was interesting. Let me know if you've got a favorite one here. Who's your favorite pony and why? Don't be shy. Thank you for watching.